Back at the Homestead-Miami Speedway, Tony Stewart is the leader of the Pennzoil Freedom 400 with just about 100 miles to go. Story of the day so far, an unfortunate pit accident at lap 111 in which two members of Ricky Rudd's crew were injured. Bobby Burrell and John Bryan taken to hospitals. Burrell with a head injury and Bryan with a left knee injury and concussion. And we have no further updates on their condition at this time. We'll bring that information to you as soon as we're able to get it. The would-be champion has been struggling, and he's come to pit road early. Bill Weber.
Bad loose on these two tires, and a few laps ago Jeff Gordon radioed in and said, I'm sorry guys, I made a bad call going for two tires. This time it's a chassis adjustment and four tires trying to correct that loose condition. Jeff had to come in now. Robbie said it's okay, we're in our window, we're short pit, we'll make up as much as we can. There's a little bit longer than they'd hoped for right there. They've gone from a strong car running in the top five to running in the back of the pack.
As long as the caution doesn't come out till everybody else makes a pit stop, Gordon's not going to be severely hampered. He'll have a chance to race back up through, but from now until everybody else pits about, what, 25 laps from now, 20 laps from now, they're going to be on pins and needles.
That's right. Well, he did lose one lap. I was trying to see if he was going to lose 2 laps, but it was only 1 lap.
1 7/8.
Yeah, exactly.
1 and a bunch.
Tony Stewart is coming off turn 4 now as Gordon comes to the start-finish line. So there's Stewart, orange car. He just tucked in behind Rick Mast up there. There's Tony. So say 1 3/4 laps. So just to get back to where he was, which was the last car on the lead lap, Gordon needs this to stay green through a cycle of pit stops.
Yeah, the caution flag should come out right now. That would really hurt the 24 car.
Expecting pit stops to be in the vicinity of lap 234 for the leaders. They were all in under the caution flag at 174, 60 laps. That had put them around 234. Then the question becomes, with 267 the race distance, 33 laps to go at that point, do you get just 2 tires? You won't need the full tank of fuel.
Yep. My guess is they will just get 2 tires, yes, and 1 can of fuel.
Got Rusty Wallace here. We were talking about how much you use the brake here. Let's go on board to our foot cam. See how much brake Rusty uses getting into the corner. He's off the brakes a long time. He's off the throttle a long time too.
And he's moving his foot off the brake. He's hitting the clutch pedal. That is strictly by accident. When Rusty views his tape and watches it, he will not realize that he's hitting that clutch until he sees it on tape.
See how long
he's on the brake? He's on the brake right to about the center of the turn. And it's not so helps pin the nose down to the racetrack, helps the aerodynamic on the nose to make the front turn better. Hard on the brakes right here, then he'll start coming off the brakes, then start feeding the throttle very gently.
And while we watch this, Matt Yoakum can tell us more about Rusty Wallace.
Well, Alan, when you look at pit strategy for this final round of pit stops, a number of teams are looking at 2 tires. Rusty Wallace actually tried 2 tires earlier in the race, just trying to get an idea if that may be the way they want to go on their last stop, but he didn't really like it. The car was skating, pushy, loose. A few other teams, though, the 5 of Terry Labonte and the 9 of Bill Elliott, are seriously considering making their last stop going with the 2-tire plan.
And pushy loose, folks, is when you go into the corner and the car's pushing, and you're turning the steering wheel and the car won't turn, and then you pick up the gas and all of a sudden it catches and the car gets loose getting off the corner. How about it, Dave? Got some information on braking?
Well, in my days of driving down, that they don't like you to ride the brakes, which is basically what we're doing here in Homestead, staying on them that long. If you hit them hard and come back off of them, you save your brakes. So you can relate that to your passenger car. But yesterday's race winner, Joe Nemechek, was talking with some of his guys this morning, and he said, I was flat out of brakes at the end of yesterday's race, and he won. So he used the brakes a long time, and they wore out, but he had none left practically by the end of the race.
And that race was 300 miles. Not 400 like today's race.
But that's okay. That's what they're there for. You can use them. It's just to make sure you don't run out of them.
Rusty Wallace passed his brother Mike while we were in the discussion about his technique. He's up to 9th now. He's 7.1 seconds behind leader Tony Stewart. Stewart has now led the most laps today. He's led nearly 100 miles of this event, and we've still got 51 laps to go. Stewart, Burton, Harvick, Waltrip, and Atwood are your top 5. We're back to Homestead in a minute. It's the Pennzoil Freedom 400 from the Homestead-Miami Speedway, live on NBC. Looking down on the track today from the Budweiser.com airship, reminding all race fans that Budweiser is NASCAR's official beer. "46 laps to go. Tony Stewart is leading once again. 6th time today he's led. He's won the previous 2 runnings of this Homestead race, and he's out in front by 3 seconds on Jeff Burton, coming up on a final round of pit stops.
And Jeff Burton all of a sudden is struggling in the 99 car. The Citgo car was right up on the back bumper, and as you said, 3 seconds behind Tony Stewart.
There's Jeffrey Bodine, the 09 car, his 2nd start of the season, driving in a machine from Brother Brett's shops. He's in 35th place. And there is the 2nd place car of Jeff Burton. If you're Greg Zipadelli, Tony Stewart's crew chief, you take 2 or 4 tires on this stop.
Well, it depends how many second lead I have when I come down pit lane. If I had a good 4, 5, 6 second lead, I think I'd take 4.
Probably no question Frankie Stoddard, Jeff Burton's crew chief, will go for 2.
They have to.
And we've seen some cars pit during a commercial break. Mike Wallace pitted the 12 car, was running about 10th or 12th, but was struggling.
Trouble. Stacy Compton has hit the wall. Turn 1. Caution flag is out.
Yeah, Mari.
Leader has taken the caution. Jeff Gordon has been trapped back in 31st place.
A lap down.
The leader's already gotten the caution.
Well, it'll all take 4 now, I guess, or most of them.
Caution came out as Tony Stewart was coming off turn 4. So before Jeff Gordon had a chance to think about getting a lap back, it was over. Now the pace car did not pick up the leader, so pit road is going to be closed this time.
We're a lap down now.
Now that's Jeff Gordon's radio there. First crash we've had all day, and let's take a look at what happened.
They're Compton, the 92 cars, trying to get under the 22. He got on the brakes. Talk about brakes. He really got on them hard. And when he did, he got it loose.
See his hands fighting that steering wheel, too. Boy.
Moore Burton's going to see that replay and go, thank you.
Thank those brakes.
And Stacy did everything he could to keep it off that 22 car.
Yes. So that 92 team still needing sponsorship for next year. One of several teams as we close this 2001 season who don't know what's happening in the months ahead for them. Finds his day ending against the turn 1 wall. 43 laps to go. Now it's the bubble about 2 and 4 tires because you're going to need more than that 1 can of fuel.
You know me.
You want 4.
I want 4.
Yeah. I think if I'm Stewart's team, I take 4.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. If you're the leader, you got to take 4.
See the safety workers there with Stacy Compton.
Mike Wallace, as I was saying.
And here comes Stacy out of the car, by the way, BP. Sorry to interrupt you, but he started to climb out. That's always a good sign. He hit that driver's side first on that wall.
Tony Stewart has to be careful not to pass the pace car. He's on that ring road, but a very shorter distance, but you still can't pass the pace car.
Watch, right before he gets to he should speed up right here.
Watch him try to get that a little bit of advantage.
Yep, but that didn't work.
Jeff Burton was right with him. Crucial pit stops. Who takes 2 tires? Who takes 4, Dave?
Jimmy Spencer is going to take 4. His car is the loosest it's been all day. They're going to make also a chassis adjustment to fix that. Up pit road to Marty.
4 tires for Sterling Marlin. Very good. It'll be no adjustments. They are very happy with the car. To Matt.
A 4-tire change for Tony Stewart. Greg Zipadelli told me that was her game plan all along. And he's down and away. To Bill.
It is 4 tires this time. 4 tires for Kevin Harvick. They warned him about spinning the tires, leaving his pit stall. There was just too many laps left to take just 2.
I saw Bill Elliott just get 2. I saw Jason Leffler just get 2. There's another car ahead of them on that exit to the pits. Casey Atwood, that's who it was, that also just got 2 tires.
And Casey Atwood and Bill Elliott both have been running pretty consistent speeds. Again, not for the lead. They were running back in 5th and 6th position, but they were running very good.
And want to follow up and check on Jeff Green. He may have just gotten 2 tires in the 31 car. So the 2 cars that started the race on the front row, the 9 and 19, are going to take over the front 2 spots in the race again. Atwood, though, will come out with the lead. Elliott will be second, and the man who has dominated most of this race is going to be 4th in line, Tony Stewart. Cleaning up down in turn 1. Well, he's got some cars to pass if he's going to stay undefeated at Homestead. Back for the restart after this.